National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He's coming off a week where he hung 122 yards on the defense. It's the Vikings and the Eagles on Sunday Night Primetime.
Now we find ourselves... to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
He had the numbers of a game last week. Then if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Nakobe Dean came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And good yardage. To about the 23. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10. Hurts. That swung out wide to Sanders. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, there's a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I'll be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 17 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage for every carry he receives this week.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action now. Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Here's Hardman to return. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athletic... well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra hits to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Eagles to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he goes out right around the 39. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
On 1st down, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. The Eagles at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring. Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back. Maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis C. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. field. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? Oftentimes, interceptions result.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They start the drive with Cook. Oh, what a juke into space. And he will score. Touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play well with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
No whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Such a tough position to defend near the line. He wanted to add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. No whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well. Towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They juked him. Look at those stick skills. 83 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who could turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
And his kick is good. He just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop it. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to 27. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Vikings 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. To throw on 2nd and 10, Cousins. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson. His second touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are back with a score.
Run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 35 on 2nd down, Hurts throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways. They had to like what they saw in that first half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And they'll run again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they work this way downfield across the 45. 20 32 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Cousins to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play. Yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They go play action with Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drive. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. gun. They'll look to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of 30.
This has to go down one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 35 on second down, Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On first and 10, Cousins. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Darius Slay with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On first down, he'll go to the ground attack. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So the drive there took 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out now come the Vikings. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
T.J. Hockenson. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 39, Cousins. Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
From the 27, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. On 3rd down, Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Again, it's Cousins toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well, cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it, a gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
First down at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense